artists and poets and that sort of thing. Now, when I'm editing this, I go into do the editing from Gold. I've just got this Gold account from the internet. So I'm not sure if it goes into, but usually when I'm working with it, I would click on this and it'll just send any changes over to my website, and then I would use the FTP program to send it up to my site on the net. Those are the basic things that I use it for, but up until 2 weeks ago, I didn't have dial-up, and I used mostly Linux to go out on the net. But now I'm finding that iBrowse and both iBrowse and AWIP work really well and really easy. Everything's pretty well straightforward. The printer works. Prints using TurboPrep. I saw one on sale over there. My 3000 got hit by lightning in the summer, and the insurance company popped for a new machine. And Preston copied my hard drive from the 3000 over to a hard drive and put it onto here, so I was able to load the TurboPreps from that. It worked no problem. Squirrel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
That doesn't prove it. I don't know what will.
Nice. USB works.
And they can watch the boot up too. Uh-oh, vendor string not working. I wonder what that is. Didn't recognize whatever the second device he had in there. Is it space or enter?
Enter.
Oh, sorry.
I could have got that.
We forgot to count how long it took.
Oh, that's faster. Wow. It's got lots of stuff in there. Oh, good. He's got the. Yeah, you can drag from any border now, but. Okay. Hello. What should I do here? This is a micro A1 apparently. I've never seen it either. And I'm going to do a little demo on there. It might bore some of you because it's a little bit developer focused about the compilers and what you have available to use. but I'll try to keep it interesting. Okay, this is update 2, which is the latest one out there. And I don't know what else he installed, because this just got here. So I'm going to wing it. Hopefully it all works. So it looks like Adam installed all sorts of goodies. This is the one I care about, but you can see there's a whole bunch of other stuff on there. When you get a copy of the SDK, the first thing you should do is go into that drawer there, documentation. Don't try to play with it without documentation; you'll hurt yourself. And in there, you'll find all sorts of wonderful things. One thing is developer info, and in here you'll see 2 files, 2 documents. One of them, hopefully I can double click this. Yeah, good. So if you already have a program that works on AmigaOS 3, you want to read and study the migration guide and this document, libraries and devices, first, because otherwise you'll be running an emulation. That's no good. Looks like the PDF reader is eating CPU to me. Maybe should just reboot, but get rid of it. It's a lot slower than I remember, so I'm going to reboot it quick and get rid of the PDF reader.
Can you do that again?
Still?
I'm serious. Can you do that again?
It's about 3 or 4 seconds. Okay, I'll press it down and I let go. Like now.
1,000, 2, 1,000, 3, 1,000, 4, 1,000, 5, 1,000, 6, 1,000, 7, 8, 1,000, 9.
So it's a little slower than mine.
Windows eat your heart out.
So what, 9 seconds?
8.75 seconds.
There you go.
I said 9. Further down. There it is. Right at the top there.
There you go. Autodoc viewer. See if that runs. There you go. So you can view the Autodocs through the shell, or you can use a program like this, which is much nicer to use to run around the Autodocs. So a really nice fellow, what's his name here? Glenn Hisdall created this OS4 only program. So very useful if you're trying to learn how to program on the Amiga, because there's so many libraries to use that you just get lost running through the files. So this really helps you. So just wanted to point that out. Quick, yes. So most people will use C or C++. Those are the 2 languages that are officially supported at the moment. Take long to get to work. If you read the README and just copied and pasted the make line, you've just done your first example in OS4, and it's got all sorts of gadgets on it and such that they don't do anything, I don't think, but they give you a good example on how to use all the available GUI elements. So it's very good if you want to get going. Now I don't think you can see it, but there's an actual, there he is. Way down in this corner there's an actual triangle, but you can't really see it. But what it's trying to show is how wonderfully terrific his anti-aliasing is. He's quite proud of it, the author of this package. What I was showing earlier was the line. This is actually a line that's in polygons. This is not bitmapped. And you can see it draws polygons pretty quick, right? That you can do this. And let's see, skewing also works, I believe, yeah. You can skew it. This is transforming on the fly, right? And it's one thing you can't do on the current Amiga graphics is change the alpha transparency. So I can make it really transparent. You can see like a ghost pattern happening there. So it's using the alpha channel to do that. So if you have any interesting applications in mind, like a molecular viewer, view molecules, this is a package for you, because it's darn fast. Oh, wow, okay, slow down. You can see the author is actually a chemist. So he likes molecules. So this is something, here's another molecule. Shrink it down a little bit and move it over. Good. You can do all sorts of wonderful things with this library. Like, it's really interesting. Like, I can twist a little line guy here. You know, fold them in half, move them around, change that. Whoops! Don't do that. Don't do this to your cat at home. No. You know, like, that's pretty neat. You know, and that pretty wild. And it's pretty responsive. This is all software rendered, so this is not hardware assisted yet. You can add hardware assistance to the library, so then it'll really fly if you have some game in mind. Perspective. Yeah, this is neat too. You could change it. Whoa, see? The perspective of the polygons. This is polygons again, remember? It's not bitmapped. So, one thing that always interests people is fonts. So I ported the font library as well, just to make it interesting. So if you want to draw fonts in all sorts of weird ways, this is a nice little library to use. You hit the animate button. And it just bounces around, kind of boinging off the edges. See, that's pretty neat. It's kind of jerky and slow because it's actually using Intuitix to draw this. I didn't bother to make it fancy. Intuitix come is it 50 per second or something? Or 1 every 10 milliseconds, something like that. So it's not redrawing at full speed. That's what I'm trying to say. It can go a lot faster. Now that's pretty funky, eh? Now there's another one that's even fancier. Put 2 curves on there, but it's a bit slow. Like, you can put 2 curves, 1 on each side, and just do some wacky stuff to the text. Ooh, it's kind of crawling. Again, it's not hardware assisted, so it's a little slow, but it's okay. You get the twisty turny.
CMI sound chip. It's a via South Bridge, Freecom Ethernet, and we also have some onboard USB headers, as well as on the back there's 2 USB connectors, standard mouse, keyboard, just about the USB is your RJ45 for your Ethernet, VGA, Super Video, composite output, parallel, joystick, and then sound. Sound's a little different. This is they actually didn't set it up as a standard one. It's just to take advantage of the 6-channel sound. I could give you more detail later, but I'm not a big audiophile type guy. Zero ports on the header.
Wouldn't be surprised at all.
Standard. You can get, it's the second one right there. And yeah,
Actually, we could use
but yeah, no, there is a standard serial port. What else can I tell you about this guy? Batteries for the battery back, time and date, CMOS. There's a couple jumpers here. I'm going to point out that you shall never, ever, ever, ever touch. See the fan connector? Those jumpers right there. Never, ever change those, or you're going to create expensive sand as well. So you see these 4 chips there. That's actually the video memory for the 7000 chipset. What else we got on here? Just mostly a couple other logic. Some of the boards down the road got a little bit more pack in the back. Yes, yeah, we have updater U-boot, yeah. And these are all unprotected flash, where you actually can update from boot off a CD with the updater or a floppy. I've actually never had it fail on me, but I guess there is always the potential of not on this guy. Yeah, I remember it was always just CDs coming.
So how much performance difference does it make with it being GX and FX? You said about the cache.
Did you notice it? Certainly benchmarks.